into a thread, then a slit, a corridor folding into itself. Faces flash like stolen frames, a handful of seconds stretched thin as wire. I was watching from the corner of a room that wasn't mine. No wait, no wake, only the foreign quiet that makes everything distant and obvious. It felt less like vanishing and more like hovering, an overhead camera on my own life. Frames skipping, breath held off screen. Somewhere between pulse and echo I counted nothing, and everything showed up in shards. I stopped the wrestle with the current, let the current do the math. If this is the paragraph that closes my sentence, I won't edit it. No ledger of sins, no tally of undone promises, just the quiet margin where I kept my small truths. I wasn't afraid to go, I was full of strange relief, like standing back and finally seeing the frame. Under the hush, there were old rooms unlocked, things left in corners, a boy's battered jacket, a name I met, my clutter, vanity, thrift, the soft betrayals, and a handful of small brave acts I almost forgot. Memory is a crooked map, the coastline doesn't line up, but the river still remembers how to cut a canyon. I tasted the places I avoided, catalog of debts I owed myself, and found a ledger with only one entry: keep breathing. Falling is not the opposite of living. Maybe it is a rarer grammar of belonging. You fall, you see the seams, you learn where the light slips, and whether you rise or don't, you understand the architecture of you. So let the tide take the steering wheel, sat in the passenger seat of my own undoing. If what's left is a smaller, truer shape, fine, I'll carry that shape like a pocket of light. There's no doctrine here, only this: I was here, I kept what mattered, and what remains is not loud. It's steady and it's mine. Under the blue, details blur into a single. I am, I was, I breathe. I am, I was, I breathe. I am, I was, I breathe.